We don't play the social game. We are social. Power 98.5.
What up? Can you hear it?
Yo, we're back.
And better than ever.
Guess who's back?
2020 vision.
Back again.
Whoop, whoop.
Benetton's back. Tell a friend.
This is a song we're never going to record.
Ever. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I have to do the intro a little different today. So let me see if I get this right.
Okay.
This is episode 26 of the Terrible Reception podcast. But we are officially the Terrible Reception. We're dropping the podcast. We're debating whether to put the radio after that or not.
We're actually dropping the as well. So it's Terrible Reception Radio.
We're thinking about the radio part.
Yeah.
I'm still debating about it.
Anyway,
we're making that announcement to say that we have a new home.
Yes.
The radio. We are officially a radio show now. We're going to be broadcasted on 98.5. Power 98.5.
Say it for the crew one more time.
Power 98.5 radio.
Yeah. Satellite radio, by the way. And we'll be like basically having our show.
Howard Stern in the making.
Yep. In the UK range.
Yeah, man. So to clarify things, we were contacted by a gentleman by the name of Stephen Cuomo, who loves our music, loved the podcast. So he was like, hey, I'm launching this satellite radio and I want you guys to be a part of it. We were like, hey, why the fuck not?
Yeah.
So
there's very far and few. I wouldn't say like very far and few, but not every day does somebody call and say how much they appreciate the details and the life you're giving your art.
Right.
So like Steven had hit me up. He left me a very nice message and he had came across our work and he just really loved what we're doing and we appreciate that. And when somebody sees a gem or when somebody sees a diamond, maybe when other people see them as a gem, you know, it's very important that you team up with those people because they're probably going to end up believing in your product.
It's still good.
Not more than you, but equally.
Yeah. So when I was listening to that voicemail when you sent it to me, I knew I liked Steve. And I told him this and I told you this. Once he was like, yeah, check out my website. It's suchandsuch.com. You're going to love it. And I'm
going to love it.
I like this guy's energy.
Confidence.
The confidence is there. We love him so far. So, you know, we're on this venture and, you know, I don't know where it's going to take us, but hopefully somewhere on an elevated level, if that makes any sense.
For sure.
So we want to elevate the podcast into a radio show, which is basically what we're doing right now.
Yeah, we're getting love on like some dope level. It might not always be seen in numbers, but we also have an event this month on the 23rd, Montclair, New Jersey, Church Street to be exact.
Right around the corner from here.
Right around the corner. We have a panel that we're doing. Jay and I are going to be part of a panel from the NJ creators.
Yeah.
We're going to be discussing how we began this podcast as a passion project, how we keep up with it, and where we're going next. So
that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I actually forgot about that until I got a reminder today, and I'm really excited about that.
Super dope.
But yeah, I guess let's get these intros popping for reintroduction.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Jay Suarez of Benetton Music. You can find me at JetPlane J on Instagram. I'll put it right here on Instagram.
I'm just adding the sound effects.
On Twitter. On where else am I?
I don't know. I'm trying to find these sound effects for whatever you're about to say.
You can find the group at Benetton Music. That's BENATTON Music. MUSIC. And directly in front of me is my co-host,
the one and only Parlay of Benetton, aka Blue Eye Benetton on Instagram. On the larger scale, Benetton Music, like Jay mentioned.
Yes.
One Eye Photography. And
Terrible reception.
terrible reception.
What else?
Benetton Apparel.
Benetton Apparel.
Let's keep going.
We run like 5 Instagram pages. This is gross.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh, so cool thing that launched today. Today is Wednesday the 15th when we're recording this.
Yes.
But this will drop on Monday. It will play again on Wednesday on 98.5 and on Saturday morning, if I'm not mistaken, on 98.5.
We're officially a morning show.
Yeah.
That's dope.
We got to compete with Elvis Duran. We got to compete with, I don't want to say it again, too.
Shoot. It might just upset
Trigger Steve.
Yeah.
Let's just say the Beefist Club.
The Beefist Club. That sounds nasty.
Hot 97. I think we're better than Hot 97. We're definitely better than Hot 97 morning show. Big flex.
Big flex.
But cool thing is that I got a text from Steve today saying that we're officially on Alexa. That is a Google Home, right?
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I'll Google that.
Yeah. So
right
basically,
now.
what you guys could do is you guys could say, play.
Hold on. You could say that.
Go ahead.
I'm going to verify it.
No, just go ahead.
No, go ahead. You started it.
So you guys could say, play terrible reception.
Okay, here I got
morning show. Or
you can start by saying, Alexa, open Power 98.5.
That's the key phrase.
Yes. And once you say that, Alexa will be like, sure thing, boss.
Yes. And then you guys can catch our morning show.
Yes.
God, that
and
feels cool.
When the show's not going on, you could catch our music on there too. We got 3 songs in rotation right now.
We have our new release.
Yes.
Desire.
We have a lot of shit to talk about.
Yeah, we do.
So we released Desire about a week ago.
Yes.
And we also released a collaboration we did with DJ J Hood from Jersey.
You got that Jersey club music.
Yeah. So it's a Jersey club remix of the song Drive that we dropped a few months ago. So for those that are not familiar, Jersey club is a type of music genre very popular in Jersey, where it's basically a lot of how would you describe it? Lots of.
It's kind of like it's
has its own rhythm, kind of like reggaeton has its own rhythm.
It's like a trip hop house music. It's like it's got its what's dope about it is like Jersey. This is where we have our own culture outside of like disco fries and some of the best Italian food in the world. Yeah, and diners and all that. Yeah, I would say it's like house music, but it's a different rhythm. What happens is a lot of like hip hop songs that are popular, songs just are popular in general. Jersey likes to give it its own flavor. Sometimes if you guys tune in to Hot 97, DJ Wala, he plays a lot of Jersey club music.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and like
so it has its own like rhythm, its own type. Like you can.
The rhythm is da 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 da.
Basically,
da 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 da.
Usually when Jersey club comes on at a club or at a party, there's usually a dance circle that forms, and then it's always like, who's next? Jump in, let's go, and then somebody goes in.
There's actually a move called Wu-Tangin', which is kind of
like that's a throwback, man.
Yeah. So
you're
like
dating yourself.
It's all right.
And the wave, point to the left and ride that way.
But it's dope. Like a lot of our friends, we grew up around Jersey club music.
Yeah, man.
And it's kind of dope to be part of somebody official that really does these remixes out here. Like it's an honor to work with DJ J Hood and be like Benetton out of Jersey and doing some Jersey-esque.
He killed it. I liked his confidence too. Like you could always like tell when somebody's being cocky and somebody that's confident.
Yeah.
Like he was hitting me up. He was like, yo, you guys are going to love this shit. And I'm like, okay. Yeah. I believe you.
It just comes off differently.
I was like, I believe you. 100%. And then he sent it to us. I was like, okay, you got that.
Yeah. And the Jersey heads are recognizing it too. They like it. A couple of DJ friends of mine, DJ KT, I see you. She picked it up. DJ Jules, our official DJ, picked it up.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Now we got to get Wala on board.
Come on.
Drewski.
Come on.
So, yeah, man. So
hit up your DJs. Hit up your Jersey club DJ. Hit up your local DJ.
And the dancers, too, because we're going to try to start like a little challenge on Instagram. And the best person
Time
gets a
to
post.
play that new Benetton remix by J Hood.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, play Desire. And then on top of that, play Fallen.
Yo. So we got 3 songs right now that we're promoting. And the Jersey Club remix was kind of like a thing that we did off, because it was an opportunity that we had to jump on immediately.
Our song Drive is very Jersey too. Like people, like if you guys listen to the lyrics, me and Jay made sure we incorporated some spots like Drive, where like the song lyrics are like, we can hit the tops if you with it. You know, white girl in the back says it's late. You always like in Jersey, you always have one girl like she could be,
a little too drunk, but she's holding herself together, still lit, you know what I'm saying? In the back.
Exactly.
So when we wrote Drive, we had imagined it, and the scenario that we picked up in Drive was that we were down at the Jersey Shore having a day out at the beach,
and you're coming
and we're
back.
just driving back up. And usually when you drive back up, either you're really tired and you just go straight home, or if you're with a group of people, you try to keep the party going.
It's that vibe from in the car. What are we doing next? Right. Are you hitting the diner? All that stuff.
So you're lit in the back seat. That's why it says no windows down and no wind. Vibes always gonna hit.
You feel it more when your eyes closed. So you might be getting a little,
Yeah, man. So you might be under the influence of other things, you know? But yeah, man. So we have those 3 songs in rotation. Right now, the Jersey Club remix is only on SoundCloud. And we're debating whether to put it on all streaming platforms.
We're going to ask our
supporters on that.
I've known artists. The thing is, it's either you stray away from letting people know that you're from Jersey, or you
overdo it.
We're trying to find a nice balance, because we know artists that had the name Jersey included in their name. They moved other places, and then they act like they're not from Jersey.
Yeah, I know who you are.
You know what I'm saying? So.
And then there's people that ride that wave,
but not
way too long, and then they kind of fizzle out.
Yeah.
So.
Shout out to the Jersey heads that are doing it though. Is there any Jersey artists that you would say are so Jersey and have stuck to the Jersey code that deserve a Jersey badge?
On the Jersey Club side, or just in general?
In general.
Redman's always, but he doesn't need a badge. He is a badge.
I feel like he's the mayor of Jersey.
Right. He's the biggest one. Maybe Tretch.
Ding.
Yeah, Tretch, Super New Jersey.
Super Jersey.
Queen Latifah is Jersey, but sometimes she loses herself Hollywood side.
No offense, Latifah. We respect you.
Queen. Lauryn Hill, her crazy ass Jersey.
I think she just reads Jersey.
I don't think she ever reps Jersey, does she?
She doesn't rep Jersey, but she is Jersey.
And Wyclef has
so
a hologram universal. At the airport. That's how Jersey he is.
Wow.
He has a hologram at the airport. That's so dope. Crazy.
That's super dope. No, but I would say, like, there's certain artists that let you know they're still from the bricks.
Yeah, man.
Or from Trenton, or
there's a lot of good battle rappers.
Arsenal, like he always lets people know they're from Jersey and stuff. So
yeah, yeah. I mean, Stream Desire, Stream Fallen.
Yes.
If we showed you like a pay stub of how much money we get off streams, you would look at us and throw change at us. Just gonna walk up to you with like an empty cup, like, please, I'm bored.
The ones from New York that have like that Greek style blue on them. You know
that's that coffee cup.
Or the 80s looking one with it looks like a surfboard T-shirt.
We don't get a lot of money. We don't get money at all for streams. So it's like, we do it because we love it, and we do it because you guys love it.
Yeah.
And the money's always in performances. So we're trying to get bigger and better shows in 2020.
And we have other, people that come along the way that are actual supporters that like really show love when they don't have to. They text us on a daily basis or they check in and stuff. Yeah. So
I try to have conversations with, my brain gets fried. I think I mentioned it before, where I'm like trying to start conversations with people on Instagram just to get like a better feel of who they are as people, you know what I mean? Because people get lost in the sauce on Instagram, especially when you get on a bigger platform where you're getting notifications every 2 seconds and stuff. So, now that we can actually respond to everybody, I reply to every single person, try to have a conversation like, hey, where you from? Tell me what's the best part of your country? What are the best foods? What's the best party? All this stuff.
I think social media is like,
it makes you realize how small you are.
No, it's true. It's either that, or it's kind of like social media is kind of like a big job, right? If social media was a big boulder, but you're able to move it, it's like you're either going to already be tired because you're thinking about moving the boulder, or you're just going to take that energy and push it.
Yeah.
And it's like it's the tool, it's the job. So it's like either
it's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, it's either like you're super overwhelmed by it and you do nothing with it, or you say, okay, let's grab the bull by the horns and use it, to direct us in the way that we need to go. So
to jump off that, so social media, when I'm having conversation with these people, I try to learn something new from each person, right?
Okay.
We've been getting a lot of people from Canada, a lot of people from Europe because of the certain way that I'm following. I'm not going to divulge these details just yet, but I will once we get to the next level.
Cool.
But I will give you that secret sauce. Today, I learned that Bosnia and Herzegovina is one country.
Okay.
I didn't know. I thought it was just Bosnia. Apparently, it's Bosnia and Herzegovina.
So it's kind of split.
Apparently, that's the name of the country.
So is it kind of like Haiti and Dominican Republic, where it's on the same island but split?
I don't know. But this person said it's one country. I was like, is it two countries? Because I've heard of Bosnia, but I never heard of Bosnia Herzegovina.
I'm sorry if I just fucked that up, but I was trying to make
So this person named Dina currently lives in Canada, and I had a cool conversation with her about it.
You know what I love, and you know what gets me hyped? It's kind of stupid, but like...
Nothing stupid, man.
Sorry. No, but you know, like, sometimes Jay's working on the Benetton music, like, profile, and I'm like working on the one eye photography in my personal throughout the day. So sometimes I'm just checking in all the time when I see a new Benetton story post. And what's cool is like I see languages, like whether it's Arabic or like
when they screenshot the homepage.
Yeah, it could be like Swedish, Hungarian, you know, Brazilian, and I'm seeing like different languages and like they're popping to the music. I'm like, whoa. That's where like social media makes you feel less small or like less insignificant, and it makes you feel connected. I think that's what's cool about it too, like those little reminders of like, oh man, like the world just picks up on vibes. You could be from Jersey and now like you're talking to somebody in Bosnia, and that's crazy, where it's like you live completely different lives, eat completely different food, take completely different transit, but you can still connect on that.
So crazy.
That's dope.
And I tell people that all the time. It was like, it's so dope to connect with somebody off the music, off social media, on opposite sides of the world. Yeah. You know? So you just speak to somebody in Bosnia or Kosovo or Albania or Saudi Arabia, and I'm like, yo, it's crazy. 6, 7, maybe 8. I've spoken to somebody in Australia that's just like, what, 15, 18 hours ahead of us?
You know how like how hard people probably work to reach those places back in the day, and then you could be considered a universal artist or a universal whatever you do, creator. So crazy. But now it's like literally you don't need the official blue check to be universal or this or that. Like if you start making those connections, you're already a universal artist if you get respect from all across the board. So
you just need the people. And that's why we always stress numbers are important. Not to us, but to them.
Numbers are important, but also, like Jay mentioned, connections are even more important. Real connections. Talking to people. Right. Understanding humanity is more than within your own country, wherever you're from, or within the United States. Like, this world is huge.
Yeah. And as I'm doing this, I kind of reflect on how musicians used to be, and artists, and, you know, just any kind of celebrity, how back in the day they had to put on this image of how unreachable they are, you know, because you couldn't tweet them or you couldn't DM them on Instagram. And now everybody emphasizes on being reached, and being able to be reached, or being able to relate to you and kind of just like come on the same level. And that's why I'm like, you know, people are like, oh, I love your music, yada yada, and I'm like, listen, I appreciate you, I love you for that. And they're like, oh, you don't need to thank me. And I'm like, no, I need to thank you. You know,
imagine it was cool like that, like Michael Jackson was still alive and he was active on like Twitter, like Instagram, and you're like, Michael, I love your music. He's like, thank you.
Speaking of which,
did this happen?
Motherfucker still tweets.
Who?
Michael Jackson's Twitter page. Somebody posted something from his Twitter page on either Christmas or New Year's or something like that.
Is it his children?
I don't know who the hell's running that thing. It's kind of weird.
Is it Paris?
It's a little weird. And
I hope it's not like the episode of Atlanta.
Which one?
Where like he's actually still alive, but he's like, please kiss me.
Oh my God.
That was a dark episode.
No, but his account tweeted on I don't know. It was one of the holidays. I forget what it was.
That's gonna be
These kinda
part of
just
like
bleed into
a
each other.
conspiracy theory show. Like Michael Jackson's Twitter's from 2020,
Still tweeting from the beyond the grave.
and then it's like TMZ. Like you're like, what?
TMZ comes to his grave with a microphone, like Michael, what are you
Michael, what are you doing?
So, but yeah, that's social media for you, man. I have a couple topics I wanted to discuss.
Okay.
Did you know? And I wanted to see how you felt about this. I read an article the other day. I still have to fact check it, but I'm pretty sure it's true.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently Shaggy, the reggae artist Shaggy, it wasn't me, Shaggy.
It wasn't me.
Mr. Bombastic Shaggy.
Mr. Boombastic at it again.
Mr. Bombastic turned down an opportunity to be on Rihanna's new album. Guess why?
Please don't say hateration.
We've been through it, actually. He was asked to audition.
Ooh.
Do you think that's disrespectful at
Hell yeah.
Shaggy's level,
Yes.
legendary level?
Legendary Shaggy, who he is within the reggae community. I don't know who thinks that anybody's above who.
Right.
That's some BS.
That's wild. I still have to fact check it, but I did read that on Twitter.
I don't feel that's even Rihanna's style.
I don't think so.
Like,
either.
I feel like she'd apologize, like, if she knew that was happening.
You know what? If this is fake news, I'll put on my Donald Trump voice right now.
I have a question.
Fake news.
Fake news is so bad. So listen, I have a question for you. What do you think on, like, this is like a whole nother level of getting things done? Like, before, like, you know how like rappers would be like, oh, I got a crib, and then you're like, if you became famous, you're like, it's easy, I got a crib. And then like some other people like, yeah, like whatever. Like now Akon created his own city.
He's been doing this for a minute. I didn't realize how big it is. He's gonna have his own currency.
Yes.
He created Wakanda.
Yes.
Legit.
I know.
That's so wild.
Like,
I didn't even realize he had that kind of money.
Like, as an artist, it's not even like a hip hop artist anymore. Like, as an artist, like, there are some big
Akon's an entity now.
Big shoes to fill. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He is the Oracle now. He's legit King T'Challa.
Yeah.
Or whoever T'Challa's dad was.
So
T'Chaka or something.
I don't even consider that a flex anymore. Like,
what can you say to somebody like that? I always say that, like, people come at Drake, but you can't, because he's like so up there. And it's like, if Drake comes at Akon, it's like, what really can you say? I have my own currency.
That's what I say.
You think
and you know what's cool?
You think he's gonna put his face on his own currency?
What's so cool, again, like, I was like, Akon's jersey. Well, I mean, he's Africa, but Akon's jersey.
That was his first stop.
And for me, like, I'm part of a guy's video that owns his own city.
Yes.
And like, he's been like, I don't know, like, he's, due to that guy and Rock Davis, like, I was able to be on a billboard in Times Square. Not like for me, like, our goal is to get on there together.
No, but I've
like,
always wanted.
You know what I'm saying?
I've
like,
always wanted that one strip in the middle.
Yes.
I think that's where the ball drops.
Yes.
Where they always put the Spotify artists.
Exactly.
That's what I want.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Keep thinking about
real
it.
hard.
Yeah. But I think that's so crazy. Like I never met Akon. Like, I was shot by the director who directed his video to be in his video. But like, to be part of something that's like, it's like automatically become part of history, because it's like somebody's always going to look back at videos or whatever, and it's like, nobody will know who the hell you are, but at the same time, you can have that. I don't know.
Have you ever been comment creeping? Everybody's
No,
like,
I
hey,
haven't.
who's that shaggy haired dude?
No, I haven't. I've gotten in other music videos, like, for like, I don't know, other artists.
Smoke perp?
Yeah, like Smoke Perp videos, but like, they're like, I don't know. They were commenting on like the commentary we were having in French and some
Okay.
stuff like that. It's hard. Like, I can only imagine being the artist too, because some people are really nice and complimentary, and other people are like really hateful.
Trolls.
Yeah.
I always say don't feed the trolls.
Yeah.
So now that you mentioned Akon, what do you think the currency is going to look like? Do you think it's going to be like cryptocurrency, or do you think that you're going to have like physical bills?
I feel like it's gonna be like very colorful, like Monopoly money. and it's gonna have his face like smiling his smile,
Mm-hmm.
and then there'll be like other important people to him.
Just picturing Akon. Who else? Who's big?
I don't know why
who do
this came
songs
to
with?
my head, but I imagine like Little John on like a $5 bill. It's like, yeah. I'm like, I don't know why Little John or
Who
like
was he collaborated with? Akon. It's been such a
David
long time.
Guetta. That was a
Okay.
big collab for him.
So David Guetta is gonna be on one.
Yeah. Styles P.
Locked up.
Locked, yeah.
Okay. What else?
Akon has also been on the DJ Khaled songs with other artists like T.I. and Drake.
Remember that one song? I wanna make love, nah, 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 nah.
Eminem's gonna end up on a piece of the currency.
But do you think he'll just keep it strictly
Yeah, I think
black people? I would keep it African American, black people, colored people at least.
you own your city. You have every right to do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully in a good manner. Like
Yeah.
don't end up corrupt.
He's been
please.
doing crazy shit, man.
Yeah.
Because I heard years ago that he was like building like streetlights in
Yes.
places that had no streetlights.
Yeah, he what he did is he worked with certain Chinese companies and created like, I think he got a loan. The thing is, he worked off of like, he got a loan plus his money and all this, but like all the jobs and everything else that generated from the light energy
Mm-hmm.
doubled or tripled in profit. So he already knew from that loan. You know what I'm saying?
My head hurts.
It's like
thinking
real-
How much money?
It's like
gonna
it's like
turn into.
realty. It's like the way people. It's like how realtors go.
He's
Yeah.
flipping a piece of land.
Yeah,
Did he name it yet?
yeah. I
What
think
is
it's just
it called?
Akon City.
Oh my god, big ass flex.
Yeah, that's it.
Jesus, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Akon,
What-
Jersey guy.
I wanted to ask you also. We enter 2020. Sounds futuristic.
Mm-hmm.
And it just seemed like this whole, like, for me, it seems very planned. Again, I'm always going to be my conspiracy bag. But, like, what do you think about this whole thing, like, with the war? Do you think it's cover-ups or, like, where's this going with that?
I don't know what to believe anymore.
Yeah, right?
It's like you listen to the conspiracy theories, you get pulled this way.
Mm-hmm.
You listen to your gut, you get pulled that way. You listen to the news, you get pulled this way. So
Mhm.
it's like, I don't know. You kind of just like mix everything together. And
I feel like nobody is phased by, it's either you're really phased or you're not phased at all. Like Rihanna declining Shaggy will make headlines larger sometimes than we might be going into a potential
Mhm.
war. It's really a battle of media.
Mhm.
You're right. It's just like,
Well, the conspiracy that I heard was that this happened to kind of sweep under the rug the impeachment that was going on.
do you feel that's a conspiracy in itself or
I wouldn't put it past it.
no?
It's believable
Yeah, because
with the way things are these days.
they
It's
also-
believable.
They also said Trump, like, maybe it's a cover up because recently he had an interview
Mhm.
and some people, like, I don't know, they were speechless about this because he was actually saying the black community deserves a lot of recognition
Mhm.
because they helped build America more than anybody else in this country. He said Americans built America, but the black community built America the most.
Mhm.
I'm not disagreeing or whatever. I'm just saying, like, that seems very, I don't know. It seems like a move.
Mhm. I think everything's a move. These
Everything's
days,
a move.
especially during like election season.
But can you say,
It's just
like,
everything's a fucking move.
it's like you can hate on, like, Trump, but at the same time, he's like the king of moves.
Yeah.
It's like he can constantly generate.
Mhm.
He's Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Speaking of which, what the fuck happened with that? Oh, he's never mind. I
Yeah.
remember. He's got to do a little more time. But I feel like that's what happens with every president. It's
Mhm.
either you go away gracefully or right before you're done, you're just like, oh, let me sign this, let me sign that, let me sign this so I could get more votes and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
this is not a political podcast though.
No. Russell Simmons.
What?
Russell Simmons. He's been accused a lot of, he's kind of on,
Is he back in the news?
he's in the hot seat about a lot of rape cases that
Oh,
people are coming
Jesus.
at him for.
Do you believe it?
I met him. He wasn't a nice guy.
Like, fuck that guy.
Dude, like he was so rude to me.
He was so mean to me.
Like, I'm a nice guy. I'm a polite guy. I'm never going to try to be intrusive to anybody, right? I was like, during Fashion Week, I saw Russell Simmons. I said, Mr. Simmons, not Russell. A lot of people just be like, yo, Russell. I'm like, no, Mr. I said, Mr. Simmons.
Wrong guy.
I said, Mr. Simmons. You know, I was like, I do music and this and that. And I would like to know, if not, I'd even ask for him for his contact. I said, can I have any contacts at your company that I can get in touch with to talk about our music? And then, like, literally, he's looking at me and he said, are you following me? And I said, no, sir, I wouldn't do that. He's like, get away from me. And I'm like, I was just trying
Did
to
he spray you with water?
No. But I was like,
cat.
for me, it was like, you built your career off of ambition, right? Ambitious guy. He did everything he could to get on.
Mm-hmm.
And then when somebody else comes around with that same passion, respectfully, again, I wasn't trying to step on anybody's toes. Then you put somebody down. I don't know. It's just bad vibes.
Fuck it. How did we get there?
Oh, no, because I was saying, like, he's allegedly on the hot seat.
Right. Because but he's been in the hot seat for a minute, and then he disappeared to, like, Thailand or something. Yeah,
but they brought it right back.
Of course. As soon as he touched back down in U.S. grounds, it's like, no.
Yeah. And then Steve Harvey's daughter, she's in the news because apparently she had a hit and run case. She might be facing time.
Oof. Be careful out there, people.
That's the lesson.
Yeah. Driving is a privilege. Bouncing off of that.
Not a GTA game.
It gives you points in GTA, but not in real life.
No.
Super random. I know you're not on like social media like that. But did you hear about the Lil Boozy thing? You remember Lil Boozy, right? The rapper?
Yeah.
What now?
What about it?
He almost became my superhero.
What?
Almost. Hear me out.
Lil Boozy took a beat that I loved in the game and he ruined it.
Which one? That's going in the other direction of where I was going.
No, just continue.
No, you do yours first.
All right, Lil Boozy.
So
right?
we can end on a positive note with Lil Boozy.
There's a song by Lil Boozy produced by Clams Casino.
Oh, Clams
right?
Casino.
And you know that God beat that I love? It's the one like you play on YouTube. The guy has a white mask. It's like da da brown brown brown. Like I don't know how to explain it, but the sample is dope as hell. It's called God something.
I'm God.
It's Lil Boozy's beat. Like if you listen to the song,
Clams Casino. It just says God. Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh no, it says type beat.
No. It's called God.
So he hopped on it and like.
Yeah, like it's his song, and like these vibes do not match.
It's not popping up for some reason. Clams Casino.
Lil Boozy.
Clams Casino. I'm God.
Yeah.
This one.
And then Boosie got on that, and I was like, "What the hell?"
Just ruined it. But you sure it's Lil Boosie, not Lil B?
Is it Lil B?
No, he did another song with Clams Casino. I don't fucking know. But it was a dope beat.
Yes.
Shout out to Clams Casino. So Lil Boosie was shortly in the news because I don't know how this rumor started, but apparently he was in a Walmart somewhere. I'm guessing in Florida because stupid shit happens in Florida. And bumped into George Zimmerman. He bumps into George Zimmerman, allegedly. This was debunked by Lil Boosie himself. He said it didn't happen, but he almost became my superhero because supposedly Zimmerman reached for a weapon and Lil Boosie beat the shit out of him. He's like, aren't you that kid that killed Trayvon?
Are you that kid?
Aren't you that guy that killed Trayvon? But apparently Lil Boosie didn't do that. But
I think YG hates him the most.
He
hates Trump. He hates he was rapping
George Zimmerman.
Yeah,
I thought he hated Lil Boosie. I'm like, what the hell Lil Boosie to do to him?
We should make sure it's to say what Lil Boosie do to you.
So like little bracelets.
Yeah, right.
What did Lil Boosie do to you? So that's WDLB. That's a long ass acronym, but anyway. I digress. I have an interesting topic I want you to discuss.
Okay.
A couple weeks ago, Ari Lennox, you know Ari Lennox, right?
For sure.
Artist. She signed under J. Cole, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Ari Lennox has this thing where she goes on Instagram Live
Mhm.
and just vents and talks about random shit.
Okay.
And a couple of days ago, I guess somebody made fun of her saying that she's ugly or she looks like a dog or some shit like that. And she went off and said that black men are the only ones that tear down their own race or their own people
Okay.
or their own women, something along those lines. And it brought me to think that Dominicans do that as well.
Okay.
I'm sure every Hispanic culture has the light skins hating against the darker skinned people,
Okay.
looking down on them or being prejudiced against them,
Gotcha.
looking them as lower, lesser than. So I was wondering, is there anything like that in France?
Yeah, on like a political level, it's kind of like it's more culturally, like, you know, culturally based. Like when the French government, like I said, I might have mentioned this in older podcasts, but like, or, you know, shows that we have, and it's basically like France was telling basically women that follow their faith in the hijab to take it off during school. So it's like those people say they're like, even if you're Algerian background or you're like African background or, you know, from Senegal or anywhere, like those are large populations. Like Egyptians, they enter like France, right? And then they mix, like people mix just like here, whatever. So like there's a lot of people that's born on French territory, French soil, and they're considered French. But like old school French people or the government just still see them as like outcasts and they treat them as such, with like, this is France, where it's like France is like New York or Jersey. It's like a melting pot. So like you look at the French team, it's like, you know, they might have African heritage, but they are citizens. They're French citizens. So it's like, for me, when all these cultures kind of help to make up the culture, like, why do you hate on your own? So it there's a form of that in French culture, but I wouldn't say it's like, it's not like toxic in that sense. You know, like a lot of like French culture, a lot of times it's seen as like the good, like the dad will push the stroller as much as the mom. I don't think there's a lot of degrading of like, oh, you're French. Yeah, there's no like, you're like, oh, you're so French, like your nose is so like this or that, or like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think there's any of that. It's more like I said, culturally based within politics.
So it's not a skin color thing. It's more of a culture thing.
Yeah. Like I think like skin color, like I think even like people of color in France will tell you like it's less based off of skin rather than like, they're more like, they're not gonna be like, ew, you're black. They're gonna be like more like, ew, you're African. Like you're like, you know, your traditions are like weird. It's more in that direction versus like, you know what I'm saying?
So
that's the way I've seen it growing up. Like it's always like,
if they're hating on Islam, what religion is predominant in France?
it's Protestant
Christian?
and Catholic.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, those are the two. And then like I think like it's weird because there's a lot of Jewish French people too. Like I said, there's like, it's like New York.
It's a mix, yeah.
Like you have your Jewish sections in Uptown in New York, right? You have your Hispanic. Like Paris is
New York with an Eiffel Tower.
That's it. So it's like, for me, it's like everybody kind of gets along in New York, right? Kind of.
To a certain extent.
To a certain extent. But at the same time, they're all like in their community.
We coexist.
That's it.
Yeah.
But that's the problem over there.
Yeah. I mean, in Dominican culture, it's stupid. And it's like, I've seen it in my own family where it's like behind closed doors, you hear certain people talking about people of darker complexion with a direct blood relative of that same complexion. So they'll be like, oh, this fucking black guy. And then sitting right next to you is your sister, who's just as dark as the next dude. Makes no fucking sense. And then there's always that Haitian and Dominican rivalry where Dominicans are look at Haitians as lesser than, which is another stupid thing because we share a damn island. We come from the same people essentially, and I don't know. I find it gross.
It is gross
and weird.
Yeah, and you know what it is? It's like I tell my American black friends here. I said it's so much more twisted for you, history wise and like brainwash wise and DNA wise, because like the blood is like the soil over here is soaked in blood of problems. So like it's not only that you're black, you had slavery, all these other things included, versus like, I mean, sure, like again, we go back to France and Spain and all that, and like there's still slavery and stuff, but like it's not, you know, it's not to that extent and level for years, like people letting this crap happen, whatever, you know, there's like different problems, but it's not, that's why I said it doesn't have that makeup within society 2020 where you're like, you know, you'll have a white guy and a black guy fighting on TV and it's like, I can't fucking stand your skin color. It's not based like that. Like I said, if there is a problem, it's like, you know, it's more political, like why can't my daughter wear her hijab at public school and stuff like that, and it's like that you're always going to see something like that, but it's never going to be like you're so ugly because you're, you know,
an N-word.
Yeah, like I don't think it's like that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's very like it's weird. It's like it's like Europeans, they're like, you know, they're like want to be recognized as an evolved human race. So it's kind of like we're too good to be talking about the old problems. But so now it's like on a sophistication level of like, you know, like,
you know who does that a lot? And I've noticed this on social media. People from Spain. People from Spain have themselves up here in the Latin community.
Yes.
I don't even know if they consider themselves Latin anymore.
No, because like the Spaniards, European, they're like, we're the seeds.
Yeah.
Like we're the purest form. Like Dominicans might have, that's how.
We're the purebreds.
But that's the world sees it. Like, all right, Hispanic culture, I don't know if everybody's going to agree with this, right? You guys see like, there might be Dominicans, but then everybody sees like Mexicans like as the worst, the bottom. Like Haitians within like African communities, Caribbean community, like bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like, who else? Kind of like if
heard in the Asian community, like Chinese people are looked at as the bottom.
And it's weird because like in the European community, I would say it's like a toss up between like Greek people, like even though Greek people gave us so much like to culture wise, like
gyros,
democracy, all that stuff, you know.
I go to gyros, you go to democracy route.
You know what I'm saying? They gave us gyros and democracy. So like we're like, why are you fronting on Greek people?
Better than that.
No, but it's like now it's this social because like Greece brings down Europe from a financial standpoint, and everybody says it's because their economy is lazy. Like everybody wants to chill too much in Greece. And then like,
I mean, I would chill all the time.
That's what I'm
saying. I lived in a place like Santorini,
right? And then like Greece is like, yo, like we gave you democracy. Can we like
and gyros?
Yeah, gyros. Can like I borrow $5? And like Europe's like, get the fuck out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Get down there, swine.
They're like, you should have your own country. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's stuff like that I think is funny. Not funny, but it's, you know, it's
weird.
It's weird.
I see what you're trying to say. Yeah.
So
I don't know, man. Gyro and Democracy. That's the name of the podcast right there.
Gyros and Democracy.
Or the radio show.
Gotta get used.
How much time we got left? We're trying to keep this under an hour.
Yeah.
Or at an hour moving forward. Just because sometimes we feel like it's a little overwhelming when we go over an hour.
Yeah. We're going to hit that sweet spot.
We'll hit that sweet spot. Can you move your hand? So I can see. Hey. We want to bring back the gallery.
Yes.
Now, if you're not familiar with the gallery, we had... for the first maybe 10, 15 episodes, I think we kind of ran out of artists to shout out at a certain point. But the gallery is a little section.
I think you're like, the gallery is a little sexual. I'm like, what?
The gallery could be a little sexual if you're shouting out a certain type of person, you know what I'm saying? You want to shout out an OnlyFans or a Patreon page?
Oh my God.
For a sex worker or something?
The day you have an OnlyFans, I'm like, damn, times are getting rough. They'd be like, check out Jet Plane Jane's OnlyFans page. And it's like, what's going on here? Like, oh, Jesus.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do sometimes. These streams ain't paying no bills.
I want to make a documentary on the dark world of OnlyFans. Like when it goes too far. And it's like, because I feel that world opens a whole nother world.
Yeah, absolutely. Kinky fetish shit. I was on there the other day. Don't judge me for this. I think I told you the story. I don't know if I should say the story on here, but fuck it, I'm gonna say it. It's the first episode of the 98.5 version of Terrible Reception. But I was on Instagram the other day, right, doing the random follows that I do. Not giving you the sauce just yet, but you see when you follow somebody and then a little menu drops down where it's like, oh,
Follow
people you
all
may
these
know,
other-
or suggested follows or something like that. So I'm like scrolling through, and my male brain, my little pea brain of a male, sees torso. I told you the story, right? So I see a torso in like lingerie. My stupid ass was like, oh, let me click on this, like a fucking caveman. So I click on it, and it just so happened to be somebody that I knew.
Bam.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was, not that it was awkward, because I'm all for, hey, get your coin, sis. I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
But it was like, I contacted somebody that I know. I was like, yo, is this person like legit doing this, or is somebody like stealing her photos and saying that it's her and making money off of it? So I was like more concerned on that end.
Yeah,
than the
like
first
privacy.
one. Right. So no, she was like, no, that's her. I was like,
Wow.
okay, you go, girl.
You go, girl.
Make that coin. I don't know how we got here, but OnlyFans, dark web.
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Is that person gonna be like your gallery artist?
No.
I thought that's where we were like transition. Like, go check out.
Because she's still trying to keep it private, so
Yeah,
but respect her privacy.
Literally.
Well, she's trying to expose her privates for
Okay.
change.
Wow.
And we're back. We just had to punch in.
We just to punch a couple people because they heard about my OnlyFans page.
Yeah. So where were we? OnlyFans? No, that's not my gallery. artist. Yeah. Apologies if you notice a little break in between the two cuts. Our Pro Tools is acting up. But yeah. So for anybody that's not familiar, the gallery is a little segment on the show that we had in the first 10, 15 episodes. Then we ran out of artists to shout out, and then
Where we
fell off the
showcase
rails.
our favorite artists.
Where we showcase either a less known artist of any kind. It could be a painter, it could be an Instagram
It could be
artist.
Mozart, or it could be Little John. It could be Picasso or Little Boosie. You don't know.
There you go. So there you go, opposite sides of the spectrum. So you can go first because you have one ready to go, and I'll run through the couple ideas that I had and see who I'm going to peak.
So my vibe, like a long time, I was like bumping the same artists. Like I love Majid Jordan. I love like, Sade.
We love Majid
We
Jordan.
love Majid Jordan. We love Sade. We love I love all those smooth artists. And I came across this one artist named K. Roosevelt, and I love K. Roosevelt
You know
because
how you came across him?
I forget.
Because your boy put you on. That's
You
how.
put me on.
Hell yeah.
All right.
I was playing it in my. What was that?
I was just responding the way you.
Side note: have you ever run into somebody that does that,
What?
and then it makes you talk like that?
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, Richard, what's up, guys? Oh my god.
I'm like, I don't even speak like that.
Anyway, K. Roosevelt. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
you
was
put me
playing
on
on
to
one of
K-
my playlists, and you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
who's this?
Yeah, so like I really love the song Hangover, and I also love the song Adrenaline. Those are my two top bumping joints from K. Roosevelt, and they're still fresh to this day. Like 130 plays first day in, and it kept going from there.
Jesus.
So
He played it on loop for like 7 days straight.
yeah. K. Roosevelt, super dope, and you can go.
Please talk more, because I don't have anybody right
All right.
now.
I'm gonna put like another dope. I don't know. Can I just speak like about how Star Wars is over? And that makes me
If you want to
sad.
vent about it.
Yeah, I want to
to.
vent about it. Okay. So what I had to do is that I ordered a damn Xbox so I could play Jedi Fallen to get all this fix. Star Wars fix. Like, I've been going Star Wars crazy. Like, I feel like maybe I was a smoker and they took away cigarettes from everywhere. And like, I love Star Wars so much, as you guys saw from the podcast. From the Christmas special, Jay got me a Star Wars Yoda infused Santa hat. Oh, and like, I have all these I don't know, like, I'm not like crazy where it's like you come in my house and I have like a Millennium Falcon hanging from my chandelier, but like, I do have like a big nostalgic connection to Star Wars, and it makes me happy.
Okay, I'm ready to jump in.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, my gallery artist for the episode is Sir Rob Knight, Mr. King Rackbar. Cool. I'll say it again, King Rackbar. That's Rackbar. And if you're watching on YouTube, I'll put it right here somewhere.
We need chimes.
Sir
like
Rackbar,
live chimes.
Mr. Rob Knight is an individual. I don't know if we started following him or he started following us first, but he is an Instagram comedian, creator, video content creator, who's also somewhat popular on TikTok as well.
Quick question.
Yeah.
For social media purposes, for a nicer society, do you think they should change the word follower or following from supported to supported?
No.
Okay.
It's funny because we're teaching my nephew, you're not a follower, you're a leader.
Yeah, right. And you're like, I'm on Instagram. You're like, well, there's no leader button. You're like, yep, that's damn right.
But we're essentially, it's kind of like that though, right? If you get to a certain level, you have a bunch of followers. So you are the leader essentially, right?
The only time I think following is positive is like that chain reaction that they had on TED Talk, where they say that one person starts the party and then everybody else follows. If you're starting the party, it's good to be a follower.
Stay strong.
But
if you're a follower, if you're the first follower that initiates a sea of followers, you are the right follower.
But if Brennan picked up heroin and now you did, that's a problem.
And now you're both in rehab. Anyway, Rob Knight, Mr. Rackbar, is a content creator that I found on Instagram on the Benetton page. Like I said, I don't know if we followed him or he followed us, but essentially he's a cool dude. We've had conversations several times, and we're doing a collaboration with him where he's going to do a little video, a little skit on Instagram, possibly TikTok, where he's going to incorporate our music.
Nice.
And hopefully that'll spread our music to a new audience. Sweet. So I wanted to shout him out for being dope. Super cool, super chill, and very easy to deal with. You know, because some of these influencers out here, content creators out here are
too good.
Way too good.
Too good.
For their own good.
When they not really.
Yeah.
They say they too good, but they smell stanky.
Yeah. I hit up one dude months ago, maybe like 2 years ago actually, and he had maybe like 100,000 followers. He's like one of those Instagram comedians. Why is this receipt? Oh, never mind.
It's because Best Buy's following you.
I have this Best Buy receipt on here for anybody that's watching on YouTube, because the computer is over there. It's probably like what, 8 to 10 feet from where we're stationed right now.
That was a pretty good calculation.
Thank you. I'm like that measurement app on the iPhone. Yeah, I have that right here.
Yeah. When you look at your own penis, are you like, measurement app?
Yeah, I'm sad about it. I have to like zoom in.
Wait.
There it is.
Was that 9 or 6 inches? You're like, oh, I read
this
backwards.
In centimeters.
I hate that I'm dyslexic.
Anyway, so I have this receipt over here because the computer is all the way over there, and I'm making sure that the podcast is still recording on our computer.
Yes.
In our software. So I had the mouse over here and it wasn't moving around because it's a glass table and it doesn't detect anything. So I had this on. Anyway, side note. I think we touched on all the topics for today, unless you have anything you wanted to brush up on in the last 5 minutes. I'll leave the next topic for the next one.
I could have swore I heard a UFO outside.
So you could think about it.
But what?
I'm going to leave you thinking about this. Men do stupid shit for sex, right? For the next episode, we're going to open up with this.
Mm-hmm.
What is the craziest shit you have done to complete or achieve slam dunk the act of sex.
Oh man.
Think about that.
Yeah. I've done some stupid things.
Us as men, we always think with the head down there, not the one up here. So
I wouldn't even say that. You know what it is? It's because we all do it for the same reasons, men and women, right?
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, it's the way we go about it. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
It's how you use what you have to get there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a great question. I like that.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
I'm here for the content, bro. Stepping the content to a whole new level because we have a radio show now.
Yes. So, I think my thing, like for this year, and I'm going to state it right now, is like I want to say the things that you're probably thinking but are too scared to say.
Shoot. You got.
Oh, no. All right. Well, I'm talking about like whatever it is sexually, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to emphasize or like really bring out the stuff that, you know, like maybe we're going through every day that somebody doesn't say, but they're like, damn, there's that connection. I kind of feel like that too. Like I don't want to hold back on anything.
Okay.
Like
you got to be specific when it comes to sexual desires.
No,
though.
for sure. For sure. For sure. Like
Get
I'm
consent.
saying, if somebody asks me, I'm going straight out and I'm answering. So you better load up those questions.
We adults, right?
I'm straight gunning with everything. You could tell me, ask me anything. I'm ready. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this brand new experience.
Yes. Again, we are still on Apple Music. I'm already fucking up. We're still on Apple Podcasts. We are still on Spotify. We are still on YouTube. But now, we are the official first radio show for Power 98.5. So make sure you download your apps on Android. Is it the marketplace still? Android store?
I think
something
so.
like that. Sorry for fucking
Android, they got official release for Android.
Mm-hmm.
Official release. I think iOS is being worked on, but Alexa got accepted the other day. So once again, tell them the radio station, let's get it embedded.
Power 98.5. How's that for a radio? So download your apps. Make sure you leave a rating on everything.
Yes.
Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Follow us on YouTube. Is it follow? Shit, I'm fucking up. Subscribe on YouTube. Leave a rating. Leave a comment. Let's have fun. What else? I wanted to say one more thing. Oh, the Alexa thing. If you have one in your house, talk to her. Say sweet things to her.
The government's listening.
The government is listening. The FBI agent Alexa. Just tell her, Alexa. She's going to be like, mm-hmm.
That's going to be like a Kanye line. It'd be like, how you think Russell got caught?
Alexa was listening.
All right.
You'd be like, hey, Alexa, open 98.5. And she's going to be like, sure thing. And then it's going to be like, boo doo. And then maybe Desire's going to be playing.
Yes.
And if it's early in the morning, maybe the the radio show is going to be playing. Or maybe Justin Bieber Yummy Yummy is going to be playing.
Oh, no. Once again.
Speaking of which, he was number 2 this week, right behind Roddy Ricch. Shout out to Roddy Ricch for getting the number 1 spot over Justin Bieber. Because I really hate that Yummy Yummy song so much.
You should wait till you see the video.
Oh, God. I don't want to.
Once again, it's the Terrible Reception Show.
I like that better, actually. Terrible Reception Show. Maybe that can branch out into like a TV show on, like,
you never know.
Adult Swim or something.
And it could be like the next Mad TV. It's the Terrible Reception Show. Thank you.
My name is Jay Suarez.
And my name is Parlay.
You can follow us at benettonmusic.com.
If you feel like it.
If you feel like it.
Choices.
Yes. It's up to you. But we're cool.
And we always hit them with what?
The
intro and the outro.
Get out of my camera.
I'm sorry. Why? Can you hear it? Hey, what's up? This is Parlay.
And this is Jay Suarez.
And we are Benetton. And you're listening to our new single, Fallen.
On Power 98.5.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Oh, while we're here, let's do the drops.
So we're doing it for each song?
So, hey, this is Parlay. Hey, this is Jay. And we together, and we are Benetton. And I'll do one where you're now listening to Desire on 98.5 Power Radio. And then you'll do Fallen on 98.5 Power Radio. Cool?
Okay, let's do the first one first.
Right.
So you started off.
Mm-hmm.
I say I'm Jay Suarez. We are Benetton. And
Hi. Yeah, so I'll be like, hey, this is Parlay.
This is Jay Suarez.
And we are Benetton.
Mm-hmm.
And then
You are now listening to Together?
Yeah. No.
You
No,
say.
I'll pick one, you pick one, and
Okay.
then like
The first one.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? Desire.
yeah.
Okay, so you do Desire. So you're going to say you're now listening to
So
our new single.
we'll do 1, 2 together. I go back 1, and then you end it with on 98.5 Power
Right.
Radio.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So you could say
I'll say the song titles.
I'm Parlay. I'm Jay Suarez, and we are Benetton.
Yeah.
You are now listening to our new single, Desire, on 98.5. Power 98.5.
Power 98.5.
Enjoy.
All right, so you ready?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? This is Parlay,
And this is Jay Suarez.
and we
We
are
are
Benetton.
Benetton.
You're now listening to Desire on
That's our new single.
our new song. All right, one more time. Hey, what's up? This is Parlay
And this is Jay Suarez.
of Benetton.
Benetton.
You are now listening to our new single, Fallen.
You said it's Desire, not Fallen.
All right. Well, you're listening to whatever song we choose, and then you say on Power.
Yeah, but you're
right.
supposed to say
All
our
right,
new
cool, on
single,
Desire.
Desire.
All right. This is Parlay
And this is Jay Suarez.
of Benetton. Let's just say of Benetton together.
And we are Benetton.
And we are Benetton. Okay.
Go.
Hey, what's up? This is Parlay.
And this is Jay Suarez.
And we are Benetton. You're now listening to our new single named Desire. Named Desire.
God damn.
All right. One more time.
Should keep it funky like that too.
Hey, this is Parlay.
And this is Jay Suarez.
And we are Benetton. You're listening to our new single Desire.
Damn. We almost had it. Okay, hold on. On Power 98.5. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? This is Parlay.
And this is Jay Suarez.
And we are Benetton. You're listening to our new single Desire on
Power 1. Damn it. Power 105. Okay, let's go.